Please judge me by my enemies. Please judge me by my ops.
Blaire literally built her platform off of making fun of other trans women. She pretty casually says the N-word.
Blaire White, come on to the front of the class, should.
I have never in my life slept with Alex Jones.
People like Blaire White and Tucker Carlson, they can just say that they're Christian and then get a whole swath of people
Getting my belief in Jesus criticized by somebody with a pink inverted pentagram. We have a satanic brony.
Blaire White is a disgusting, stupid person.
I just have to pause really quick because it's just like they're all so scary. Welcome back to my channel. First video of 2026. Can I just say, this is going to be, in fact, respectfully to everyone else, my year. It's definitely going to be the year of the Blaire White Army. So much fun stuff is coming up, stuff I am so excited for you guys to see. Stay tuned. But I thought, how do I start the new year? What's the first video? Right out the gate. Definitely we have to react to some woke TikTokers who really, really hate me. We have to banish the ops right at the start to let everybody know we're just not playing that this year at all. So let's watch.
Hi everyone, this one's for Blaire White. You know, you're really not doing anything beneficial for yourself or the community because, you know, the bigots and people that you seek approval of from, they're going to throw you under the bus just as fast as they do to people like me, honey. I will be remembered as the girl who tried to hug the world. But what will you be remembered for, Blaire?
All I have to say is, please judge me by my enemies. Please judge me by my ops. Please judge me by the people who consider themselves to be opposite of me enough to pick up their camera and say, I don't like you, Blaire White, because, wow. I don't really know what that is. I don't know what the pink puffballs are for, probably for hiding those devil horns. I have not seen these, by the way. So if this is the first one, I guess scared would be an understatement, right? I guess my body filling with the instinct to just run away would be more accurate. What will I be remembered for? This person asked. Well, hopefully not being a living, breathing jump scare such as yourself. I think that's actually more so your legacy, looking like Pazuzu from Exorcist.
Blaire White is not a good person. Blaire literally built her platform off of making fun of other trans women. And plus, I will never forget the day that she drunkenly admitted to Onision, of all people, that she pretty casually says the N-word.
Okay, so if you're like me and occasionally think, God, I would love some extra money, but you refuse to actually work for it, then listen up because this is genuinely good. You're gonna love this. I've been trying out a platform called Free Cash and it is so legit. It's amazing. Free Cash is a site where you can make real money just by playing mobile games. It's that simple. That's it. Sign up, get offers, complete them, and cash out. And before anyone tries it, yes, they're legit. They have a 4.8 star rating on Trustpilot with over 250,000 reviews. I'll put the screenshot here so you can see it. So this is the interface on my phone. Clean, simple, makes sense, easy. I picked Word Collect because the payout is really good and it's incredibly simple and fun. And this is important. Whenever you start an offer, you need to enable app tracking. This is how Free Cash verifies your progress and pays you out correctly. So here's me playing it and here's my offer progress on Free Cash. Look how much I already made. And I did this while watching TV like a menace. I even made a couple of small in-app purchases to speed things up and Free Cash actually gave me cash back for that. You can see the bonus rewards right here. So now I'm going to cash out so you can see how it actually works. Going to the cash out section, selecting PayPal and done. And here's the screenshot. I literally just had it hit my PayPal account right now. So if you want to try Free Cash, use the link in my description or the QR code somewhere on the screen. And when you use my link, you'll get a $5 bonus on the first offer that you start. And look at the screen. I've listed all the countries where that bonus is available. So make sure that you are eligible. And before you go, I kept playing my game and I actually made even more progress. So scan the QR code or hit the link right now before you forget. Thank you so much to Free Cash for sponsoring this video. And now on to the rest of the video. You know, I don't really remember that, but I will say it's probably been a while since I've said the N-word. So if you could just give me a little bit of credit for that. Well, publicly, of course. And I will let you know that I have not only made my platform off of making fun of trans women because you're not a trans woman and I will absolutely make fun of you too. You couldn't even straighten out the cowering before you got on camera? Like, why does it look like it's falling out of your face? It's just the effort, right? Like, just bare minimum. Like, I did brush my hair before going on camera. You could have straightened your cow horn before. Okay. And again, I just feel like the title of this video, low-key, should just be Judge Me by My Haters, because they do actually all look like they're going through active psychosis. And on the topic of the N-word, since you brought that up, I feel like, isn't it a little bit 2000 and late to even use that as like the barometer for if a person is a bad person or not? I feel like everyone's just a lot. Anyone who can say that they've never ever used it with an A at the very minimum as a piece of slang when they're whatever, whether it's in private or in public, you're just lying. And it's just the lies for me, right? So built a platform on making fun of trans women, more like built a platform on just being real. But I also know my character, that I've never used an ER to a person. I've never called somebody that. So I don't really care. So this person, I've been told, is about to criticize the fact that I came out as a Christian and that I call myself a Christian, which a lot of people have done lately, which is pretty bleak, but bleak for them, not me. Let's see what this person has to say. And I use the word person loosely. Just kidding.
When people say that it's a personal journey, this is something we saw with Tucker Carlson, where personal journey becomes, for me, synonymous with not knowing shit, with kind of just deciding to pivot and making Christianity your new aesthetic or your new public persona, or an element of the way that they put on performance for a public persona. People like Blaire White and Tucker Carlson freely walk into, because they can just say that they're Christian and then get a whole swath of people who are ideologically similarly not discerning, but will just hear Christian. And they flock to it because they understand this almost unspoken truth in conservative circles, that it's better to be some brand of Christian than not.
And for a third time, judge me by my ops, because we have a satanic brony in the mix. Just saying. First of all, getting my belief in Jesus criticized by somebody with a pink inverted pentagram on the screen is, I guess, a bit self-explanatory. I'm definitely not trying to prove to you or anybody, even actual Christians, that I'm a Christian. But I will say, I find it so interesting how, everything has to be seen through the lens of being performative or for the audience or whatever. Like I said in my Christian video, I considered myself a Christian for a couple years before I ever talked about it, because I was actually insecure about talking about it. And I've been, a commentator in conservative circles and on the online right for 10 years. So without ever claiming Christian, with actually being very open and saying for the longest time that I did not have a religion, or I did not have a particular belief in God. That changed organically in my real life. You know what I mean? And it's a fine line between justifying yourself, because again, to a heifer with a pink pentagram on the screen, it's just not the person I'm really trying to, whatever. I don't know why you kept comparing me to Tucker Carlson. That's a bit weird. I mean, I know, or I've heard that he is a Christian as well himself, but I don't know. Also, I will say though, the line of like saying that because I believe in a personal relationship with Jesus, that is BS, or means that I don't really know what I'm talking about or don't know about Christianity. I feel like that's because you don't know about Christianity. I'm guessing just by, again, the Satanism and, not to judge a book by its cover, but I will, the blue hair. You are somebody who probably judges Christianity by Christians and holds Christians up to a higher standard than yourself, which is to be this like Puritan, following the Bible perfectly, which also a lot of Christians try to hold me up to, because make no mistake, this is not the only trick. Person criticizing the fact that I call myself Christian. But the good thing about that is I don't really care. And if you wanted to make it about scripture and following everything about the Bible, there is, I'm not going to say countless, but I've read maybe like a dozen or more things from the Bible that really specifically lay out that personal relationship as a vehicle towards salvation and to knowing God and to being a Christian, quote unquote. So that is literally a path to God. And that was mine. Like, would it be better if I got swept up in some cult Imagine I joined the Westboro Baptist. But with that being said, I get it. Like, this is why I didn't talk about being a Christian for a couple of years, because I was like, it's just opening yourself up to blue-haired hoes with pentagrams talking about you're not really a Christian, and to very judgmental Christians online. But I would never take it back. I would never take back coming out as a Christian and proclaiming that publicly, because frankly, that's what God told me to do. And I've seen exactly what I needed to see out of the situation, me coming out and causing a little bit of a stir. All the DMs and emails with people thanking me, people saying they're cracking open a Bible for the first time because of me, people saying that they feel more comfortable claiming Christian as a gay person, a trans person, whatever, or they're just looking into it now because of me. That to me is 100% worth it. And it shows me why God told me to do it, even though I was uncomfortable with it. So I guess that's the benefit of having that personal relationship. You can ask for guidance and you'll get it. Next.
Blaire White. If you don't know, Blaire White is a trans woman on the internet who for the last few years has been a right-wing grifter. And sometimes it kind of feels like she's doing it knowingly, like she's poking fun, like she has a picture of herself with a thing and she's like in a bikini. And so it's like, okay, but you're trans. She is a trans woman. So it's like, what?
You see how the simplest concepts just like befuddle them? Your name should just be befuddled. You actually look like your name should be befuddled permanently. You're holding a, first of all, grown-ass man can't say the word gun. I mean, that's annoying. You're just so genuinely confused how a person who's trans can hold a gun. First of all, we've seen, unfortunately, some bad people that are trans hold some guns in recent years. But also, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, it's not lost on me that people just they like to project their extremely limiting views on me. So it's like, you can't be a Christian, you're trans. You can't hold a gun, you're trans. You see how it's like, it's all these, you can't do certain things and also be this label that I have all these notions about. And what I've decided in my head is what a trans person is. And it's kind of like, that's disgusting. It really is. I mean, it's so confusing for you. Really? That's the conundrum that inspired you to get and show your face on camera looking befuddled as you are. Also, I feel like we need to, I feel like there's a few words in 2026 we need to retire. I'm really sick of the grifter word. Not because it doesn't have genuine applications. It's plenty of grifters out here. But it's like, if you can apply that to somebody who has been, a public figure for 10 years and has not switched up like their ideology or anything, it's grown and it's expanded, but it's like, I'm not one of these people that checks the temperature and is like, I'm a lib today, I'm a conservative today. There's plenty of people like that. And again, if y'all don't stop with these septum piercings, like it's just not cute.
I literally can't prove it. I have no evidence whatsoever, no eyewitnesses, no inklings, no clues, no pattern of behaviour, no forensic, no blood test, no fucking nothing. But I know. You know. We all f***ing know.
It's so demented I have to put this rumor to rest, but I guess there does come a time and a place. 2026 for me is about stamping out all the lies, right? All the fake stuff. I guess I do have to address this rumor. It's been around since forever ago. I have never in my life slept with Alex Jones. That's a crazy thing to have to say. I like Alex. He's been very good to me. Would he be down Mike syndrome for that? You decide. But, I still do get a say so in that. So, no.
Hey y'all, somebody invited me to their live the other day, and then they asked me if I support Blaire White. And I want to tell you, I do not support any trans medicalist. I do not support anyone that thinks that non-binary people are invalid, or any gender in which they choose to express. Like, we don't get to gatekeep. Like, as a trans woman, I don't get to gatekeep and tell people how their trans experience is. And just because I'm a trans woman doesn't make it give me any more validity to having opinions about such things. Does that make sense to you? Because it makes sense to me. Also, I just want to say Blaire White is a disgusting, stupid person, and I do not believe in debating with stupid people.
SSRIs are crazy. Like the slurring, it was just hard to hear. You would just think after all these years that there would just be a little bit of gratitude. Just a little bit of gratitude. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only thing, or one of the only thing, you know what, maybe the only thing, standing between like a lot of people and just hating trans people. A lot of people and just writing it off, completely disregarding it because people like you pop up on the scene with the gangster lean and definitely make it a joke. Definitely make it weird. And definitely make it hard to listen to with the slurring. So I don't know. I just felt like this whole video could have just been, Blaire White, thank you for representing apparently trans women. Wouldn't have guessed. But apparently trans women in a way that I could not do myself. Thank you for being the representation that I just could not be myself.
Blaire White, come on to the front of the class, Shug. I want to start this off by saying I'm late to the party. I'm new to TikTok. I'm new here. I'm a new girl in class, and I know the girls have let you boom cat and carry on shenanigans over here and on YouTube and stuff for many.
I just have to pause really quick because it's just like they're all so scary. I don't think I've ever seen someone this aggressive in a muumuu.
And so I'm sorry that I am late. But now that I'm here, I just want to say this. I don't think you're passable. I don't think you're sickening in the way that you think you are. And I think that you are very excited to lean into the rhetoric.
I would think you know more about being sickening than me. I will absolutely give you that. You see how it's like, it's all a bunch of Blaire White makes fun of people's appearances, except that's what they do. I just wouldn't do the comparison thing. This is just setting yourself up for, I almost feel bad for you for what the comments are going to say about you. I'm like feeling for you in this moment. And what is this text on the screen? White trans foolishness. It's just all about hating white people at the end of the day. That's like the, common denominator of their ideology here. But is this black trans foolishness? Can I say that? Oh, I can't? Oh, okay. So is this black trans excellence? I feel like the funniest part of this is just knowing that you're probably somebody's uncle. Like you're most likely somebody's uncle. So somebody's uncle put on a muumuu, came on camera, and attacked me. That's weird. My life is weird. Please just go play with your nephew. Please just leave me alone. So believe it or not, like I do actually ask myself sometimes, like, why do people hate me? I feel like it's important to, if you're a public figure of any kind, get down to the root of, okay, so what is it about me that people love about me? What is it about people that don't like me? And just beyond sharing opinions that people are not going to like, that's one thing. But also, if you look at it, like none of these people looks very happy. Like they all look like a bit disheveled, befuddled. My advice would be to anybody is just know yourself before you get on camera trying to read somebody else. This is clearly about these people. It's really not about me at all. And I'm just going to repeat before I head out of here, 2026 is going to be such a good year for anyone who is a supporter of mine, for anyone who has been riding with me from the start, which is a lot of you. So I'm excited. And I live in San Diego now. Isn't that crazy? I moved. Thank you so much to Free Cash for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys go check them out in the link in the description or the QR code somewhere on the screen. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel as well as my podcast channel. Follow me on X, follow me on TikTok, follow me on IG, all the things, or we have beef. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.